Welcome to Sci-Fi Stories. If you love stories of courage and mystery, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community. The Galactic Council banned humans from building warships. So humans followed the rules perfectly and built something far more terrifying. Inspector Kilk floated through the human manufacturing facility with growing confusion. The Galactic Council's Treaty of Sol had been very clear. Humanity was permitted to build civilian vessels, cargo haulers, research ships, passenger liners. Military vessels were strictly forbidden, deemed too dangerous for a species that had only recently achieved faster-than-light travel. What Kilk found instead defied every regulation he had memorized. "This is the Happy Merchant," explained Captain Sarah Rodriguez, gesturing proudly at the colossal vessel under construction. "She's a cargo hauler. Completely treaty-compliant." Kilk's compound eyes focused on the specifications hovering beside the hull. 800 meters long. A heavily reinforced frame. Cargo capacity sufficient to supply a small planet. Everything appeared legal. And yet, something felt wrong. "Captain," Kilk said carefully, "those cargo bay doors seem unusually robust." Sarah's smile never wavered. "We transport some very heavy equipment. Industrial machinery. Mining gear. You know how it is." Kilk recorded the note on his datapad. The cargo bays were equipped with heavy-duty magnetic accelerators running their entire length, ostensibly for loading and unloading operations. Unusual, but within regulation. The power core was oversized for a merchant vessel, but humans were notorious for inefficient engineering. "And these sealed compartments along the spine?" Kilk asked, pointing. "Our recreational areas," Sarah replied without hesitation. "Long voyages. Humans need entertainment. Mostly holographic simulation chambers." As the tour continued, Kilk noticed more irregularities. The cargo containers were all identical in size and shape. The communication arrays bore a striking resemblance to targeting sensors. Crew quarters were large enough for far more personnel than a cargo ship required. "Captain Rodriguez," Kilk said slowly, "may I inspect one of your cargo containers?" "Of course," she said brightly. "We have nothing to hide." She led him to a massive cylindrical unit marked Mining Equipment, Asteroid Processing Module. With theatrical flair, she opened it. Inside was exactly what the label claimed: drills, processors, excavation tools, complex, legitimate, industrial hardware. Kilk scanned the equipment. Every reading checked out. As he prepared to conclude the inspection, he paused. "This ore processor is remarkably sophisticated," he observed. "Humans excel at multipurpose engineering," Sarah said cheerfully. "That unit can process almost anything. Rock, metal, organic compounds, even dense plasma, if calibrated properly." Kilk froze. Dense plasma processing meant the system could theoretically handle weapons-grade materials. But it was still, undeniably, mining equipment. The final stop was the medical bay. Kilk's unease deepened as he drifted through surgical suites that resembled military field hospitals. "We believe in comprehensive healthcare," Sarah explained. "Space is dangerous." "These trauma units are advanced," Kilk said. "Our staff trains for everything," she replied. "Radiation exposure, decompression injuries, severe burns, ballistic trauma." "Ballistic trauma," Kilk echoed. "Micrometeoroids," Sarah said smoothly. "They can be nasty. Better safe than sorry." As the inspection concluded, understanding began to dawn. Every system was exactly what humans claimed. The magnetic accelerators were cargo loaders. The sealed compartments were recreation spaces. The ore processors refined minerals. But together, the cargo loaders could launch containers at relativistic speeds. The processors could reduce any material, including enemy hulls, to slag. The medical bay could sustain a battalion. The crew quarters could house Marines instead of merchants. As they reached the docking bay, Sarah turned to him. "I hope everything meets with your approval, Inspector." Kilk stared at the Happy Merchant, a ship that was both a legitimate civilian vessel and the most dangerous non-military craft he had ever encountered. "Your vessel is treaty compliant," he said at last. Sarah's grin widened. "We're very good at following the letter of the law." As Kilk departed, he added a final note to his report. "Recommend immediate revision of treaty definitions. Current human interpretation of civilian vessel requires clarification." Behind him, the Happy Merchant prepared for its maiden voyage, joining a growing fleet of human cargo ships, research vessels, and passenger liners. None were warships. All could level a small moon. The humans had kept their word. They hadn't built a single military vessel. They had built something far more terrifying. A civilian fleet that made warfare obsolete.